Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention for one moment, please. First of all, you're all very welcome here this evening. Before the ceremony commences and for your own safety and comfort, I'd just like to bring a short safety announcement to you. There are 7 exits in the auditorium, 3 exits to the rear of the auditorium, and 4 exits to the front of the auditorium behind me here. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please proceed to the nearest exit to you. As you're leaving the building, please do not use the lift. Once outside the building, you are asked to assemble on the green area over here, Assembly Point G. In preparation for the ceremony, I'd like to ask guests to please turn off their mobile phones. Please be aware that this ceremony is being live streamed and recorded. Now, if I can ask you all to please stand for the graduate procession. Thank you. You can all remain standing for the academic procession. Thank you.
Please be seated. Iana Erica, Agrina Ushla, Foil to Rive, Gadian Sharmanisha, in a run for Dovoctony, or Didakish, or Aulamorian Colashta. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this graduation ceremony at which third level awards will be conferred on learners of Griffith College. I'm also delighted to welcome graduates and their guests who are not in a position to attend in person and who are joining us online. Our panel members include Professor Diarmuid Hegarty, President of Griffith College, Ronan Fenlon, Director of Griffith College, Ian Jones, President and CEO of the Inner Farmer Group, Finbar Sheehy, Director of Academic Programmes with the Inner Farmer Group, Prosper and Edu, Sandra Mooney, Programme Directors, and the college's Programme Directors and lecturers involved in the delivery of the programme. I'm Dr. Tomás McGuckagon, the college's Director of Academic Programmes, and I'm delighted to have the pleasure of being your MC for this graduation ceremony. Con túsa carleis na himachtaí, Iramanish ar an talamh Diarmuid Hegarty, Uachtarán Coláiste Grifa, Lartling ar Ceanna Coláiste. I would like to begin the proceedings by inviting Professor Diarmuid Hegarty, President of Griffith College, to deliver a conferring address.
Distinguished guests, colleagues, graduands, ladies and gentlemen. As I look out before me and see all these masked faces in front of me, I think all that is actually missing is, in fact, for each of you a pair of sunglasses and a hoodie, and we'd have a perfect gang of bank robbers. Hopefully, in fact, we will be able to lose these masks and all of the other protections that we have to abide by to protect us from COVID. Hopefully in time we will move on from those, but for the moment we must obviously observe health and safety requirements. It just struck me at this point that the realization of life's dreams and ambitions is like a journey through mountainous terrain. Each struggle to a new peak is rewarded with a clear vision of the way ahead. Today, we celebrate your conquering that first peak. Today is your day at the mountaintop. Savor this moment and the vista it gives you, and let its joy live in your memory for life. Do, however, remember that during these difficult journeys, we are guided by the experience and dedication of others. Your guides, who are family, partners, and friends who shared your trials and tribulations, who prepared meals for you, put up with your inevitable but hopefully few cranky moods, and those who so readily accepted the stress that you were so relieved to pass on. Now, in the time-honored tradition of Griffith College, I'm going to ask the parents, partners, families, and friends to stay seated while the graduates stand up. Now, I want you, the graduates, turn back to your families, partners, and friends and express thanks to them for the support you've received over the years by acclamation, applause, or however way you've seen fit. Please sit down. Well, if anybody asked me how the graduation speech went, I'd say it was interrupted by applause. As President of the College, you would wish me to acknowledge the work of colleagues as members of board, as heads of faculties, as lecturers, administrators, and librarians whose work contributed to your success today. I'm delighted to welcome our distinguished guests, Ian Jones and Finbar Sheehy, the driving force of Inner Farmer, our partners in the provision of the pharmaceutical courses which you have attended. Today I want to look at the COVID landscape to which you have travelled and how it has challenged you and changed us all forever. You've faced many trials, including for some here, the grief of loss of someone dearly loved. We ourselves lost our chairman, Frank Scott Lennon, to COVID last month. He was not just a close friend. For over 40 years, Frank was also a mentor and inspiration to us all. We were inspired by his courage and his tenacity in fighting cancer for so many years, and also his piercing objectivity applied to the resolution of many conflicting situations here in Griffith College was very much appreciated by us. We describe our loss in these words: the unrelenting minute he filled with service done, our Maker's meaning in it, for so his life was run. Farewell, you Christian soldier, your courage ne'er undone. Rest well, you Christian soldier, for you life's battle won. And many in the audience, I think, who have lost close relatives or friends due to COVID will relate to these words and understand the depth of grief occasioned by the loss. Our thoughts and our condolences are with them. We're currently living on a worldwide track that has changed our lives beyond recognition. We never anticipated that the 21-day global lockdown would actually go on for months and turn our lives upside down. We started doing things differently. We needed to be creative and work with what we have. We started witnessing some historic changes worldwide. While COVID-19 engrossed us in its fear, it also helped us see the world with a new lens. We realized the value of our communities. We realized the importance of life and what truly matters in it. We had to unlearn old patterns and realize that happiness lies in little things. Simple things we overlooked months ago, like a hug or calling over to our friends and family. Those simple things we took for granted, and we now look forward to every single day. This pandemic taught us that it is time we appreciate our close ones and be grateful for what we have, and reminded us that life is fragile, that it's time to work together and lift each other up. These past months have witnessed a vast sea of kindness and compassion in our communities around the world, and has led to countless acts of selfless heroism in hospitals and care homes. It has encouraged many of us to use our ultimate strengths to serve our gracious purposes, suddenly giving our lives new and inspiring meaning. Among other things, the pandemic has required us all to draw on skills and attributes such as adaptability, resilience, positivity, tenacity, and empathy. We've been so fortunate as well to see our planet heal, if only temporarily. On your graduation booklet, inside the front cover, you will see 2 satellite images of Beijing, before and during lockdown. The air pollution covering a substantial part of northeast China is indicated in color. The second image beside that shows the position as the sky is cleared up. And you can see the total absence of color, indicating by these 2 satellite images of Beijing the full impact of pollution on our planet. During lockdown, everyone, including Mother Nature, took a breather. Also, we withdrew to our homes. As we withdrew to our homes, wildlife took to our streets with no fear of losing their lives. Again, in a graduation booklet, on the inside back cover this time, you'll see an image of a fox wandering through Grafton Street in broad daylight. You won't see that again. He seems to be heading for the Bailey. I wonder, did he think it was Johnny Fox's? Unfortunately, nobody told him the pubs were closed. The pandemic's most important lesson has taught us to let nature heal itself and not to take it for granted. Our planet is all we have, and we cannot exploit it more than we have already. Then in March 2020, in a very short period of time, you had to adapt to an entirely new way of learning due to the COVID pandemic. Gone was the ability to sit in lectures and labs with fellow students. Isolated at home, online classes required you to become more independent in your studying and assignment work. And it's a testament to your adaptability that you survived and thrived in this independent way of learning. These skills will serve you well in your respective careers. Your learning will be lifelong as you independently upskill and as your field changes over the coming years and time. When the learning skills forced on you by COVID will serve you well. As the COVID generation, you've largely had to acquire these valuable skills yourselves, and nobody can take these from you. This global pandemic has forced us to embrace the dawning of the era of agility and resilience in the face of severe adversity. We had no other choice but to face challenges head on, adapting to our ever-changing circumstances. Pre-COVID, we were already understanding the greater need for agility in an ever more volatile, disruptive, uncertain and complex world. The pandemic vastly intensified these conflicting forces, and the disruption forced us to embrace agility for our betterment. The turbulence made it necessary to challenge the status quo and to reinvent how our world can function. You've risen to this challenge, and hopefully throughout your lives will continue to do so. The COVID pandemic has also affected how we work. When COVID first hit, businesses and enterprises that could adapted to an entirely remote way of working, including innovative ways of customer service, such as five-star restaurants transformed to food trucks. Many of these changes are here to stay. Not sure about the five-star food trucks, but remote and hybrid working is definitely here to stay. COVID has also seen rapid innovation, particularly in the medical field, where with the advent of mRNA vaccinations, originally developed for COVID, now being trialled for malaria, and HIV vaccines are currently under development. An innovative challenge in the field of education is the expansion of apprenticeships and apprenticeship-type learning from the traditional trades to administrative and professional work. The major challenge is to change people's attitudes to apprenticeships. People consider apprenticeships as only relevant to the trades, in particular the building trade, whereas in countries like Germany, leaders of major multinationals started life as apprentices. Griffith is already the education provider for 2 national apprenticeships in healthcare and biomanagement. Allied to this are the development of micro-credentials, awards for individual modules of courses, allowing learners to learn at their own pace, to try courses in a different field, or to enhance their skills further. Your COVID-acquired skills ideally place you to exploit micro-credentials. Ireland as a country is being held up globally as a shining example of determination and solidarity, how as a society we faced COVID head-on. Clear messaging emanated from government and health authorities, followed by the imposition of appropriate restrictions eased and reimposed in a fluid fashion as circumstances required. The common focus and lack of divisiveness was heartening and reassuring. The government approach seeking buy-in, rather than being heavy-handed, as in other jurisdictions, elicited a very positive response, resulting in a high level of compliance with sometimes extraordinary restrictions. This has aided us to flatten the curve and to allow for gradual easing of restrictions, but as the number of COVID infections increased, and we can see this happening rapidly, not just in Ireland, but across Europe, we need to resume the buy-in and we need to continue our caution. The various financial supports, costing over 12 billion since the start of the pandemic, have demonstrated to us the value of solidarity on a European-wide basis. Your mission is to pass these lessons of solidarity, agility and resilience to the next generation. In this respect, this year's graduates are in good company. Griffith students have won external awards across all faculties, including in accountancy, the ACCA International Exam, first place in the world in strategic business reporting, scoring 94%, the highest mark worldwide out of 8,395 students worldwide. One student has won the Gallery of Photography Graduate Award of 2020. Another 2 won S Media Photographer of the Year in 2019 and another in 2020. One of our graduates has won the Public Relations Institute of Ireland Young Communications Professional Award of 2021, and another student has won the Video Journalist of the Year Award in the S Media Awards. As regards our film students, they've won Best Film Documentary Short at the Prague International Indie Film Festival, Best Film at the LGBTQ plus Toronto Film Festival in 2021, and Best LGBTQ Documentary at the Venice Shorts Festival 2021. They also secured official selection at the Indie Shorts Awards in Cannes 2021 and official selection at the Montreal Independent Film Festival. A design student being shortlisted for a Future Makers Award by Design and Crafts Council of Ireland and another design student shortlisted for the Institute of Designers in Ireland Graduate Design Awards. As regards your career prospects, growth in the Irish economy is evident from the news that Ireland remains on the shortlist for billions of euros investment by Intel, and by the increasing number of high-growth tech companies setting up in Ireland or continuing to scale up and internationalise their operations here. Examples of recent new investments include the advent of TikTok and Riot Games opening a new remote broadcast and content production centre in Dublin. The Irish-led Sunray raised 50 million euro for cloud security platforms. An announcement of new jobs in IT and the pharmaceutical sectors are now regular occurrences almost on a weekly basis. For those accustomed to online working, and let's face it, we've all at this stage virtually zoomed out, and we've been living in the world of Zoom, I think now for nearly 18 months. As we go back to the office, we're suggesting for you the following back-to-work guidelines. And these are, of course, for the company meeting room, where you find yourself no longer on Zoom, but actually physically present in the company meeting room. Rule number 1, do not attend in your dressing gown. You'll be unable to turn off the camera. Rule number 2, do not share with your colleagues that your boss is talking rubbish. You'll be unable to go mute. Rule number 3, do not point out that the sound is all clear at your end, particularly when you're sitting in the same room as that person. Rule number 4, do not make faces in response to ridiculous suggestions by your boss. You cannot go off video. And rule number 5, do not offer to switch on sharing when you're in the same room as the person. And rule number 6, under no circumstance should you offer to host the meeting, particularly where it's already been chaired by your boss. And number 7, okay, do not say that a document was not attached, particularly when you've actually been given that document physically 15 minutes earlier. So this is the new world, the world of the office, the world we all now have to readjust to. We wish you well in that adjustment. Just leave the pajamas at home. We're delighted with the continuing growth of the pharmaceutical industry here in Ireland and our continued collaboration with InnoPharma. There are over 56,000 people directly employed by the pharmaceutical and medical device manufacturing companies in Ireland across 190 factories. Nearly as many again are employed indirectly. We're seeing a significant uptake of our students in Ireland and project a very promising future for all students here. Recent graduates have found employment in Pfizer, Mylan, Equiva, Zoetis, Alltech, and many other pharmaceutical companies. Some international students have returned home to bring their newfound skills back to develop the pharmaceutical industry in their country. The industry is strong and will remain strong for the foreseeable future, and we're delighted working with our partners in InnoPharma to make a valuable contribution. We're also delighted to have many Indian students graduating here today. Beharchi Tratro, Me Apka, or Apke Kawalunka, Swagar Kartahun. I got that. You did understand. And we also have Nigerian students. Ma pipa da Niger. How far? How you day? No wahala. To our Polish students, witamy Ciebie, dłodzie rodziny I przyjaciół. But we too in Griffith have our challenges, just as you have over the last number of years. Key to the value of your award will be our national degrees becoming Griffith College degrees under delegated authority to make our own awards. There should follow university status, now open to Institute of Technology through amalgamation, which, given our size, should in time be open to us. Back to you. As you glimpse from your current mountain peak the world in front of you, may I express the hope that over your period with us, Griffith College will have found a place in your hearts as you have in ours. I want you to know you're always welcome on campus, socially, educationally, or just to show off the new BMW. I can see some people are disappointed by that. Maybe it's actually a Tesla. May I conclude by congratulating you again on your success and wish that you may harness the knowledge and experience you've acquired in Griffith College to achieve what you richly deserve, a successful and fulfilling career. Thank you.
Anish, Boal and Fáilte Corráibh go dtí an cuid an ócáid in an run for Cáilíochtaí náisiúnta agus idirnáisiúnta ar Vic Lane and Coláiste. I now welcome you to the part of our proceedings at which national and international awards will be conferred on learners of the college, and I declare open this awards ceremony. Iram ar an talamh Diarmaitegartaí Uachtar an Coláiste Griffith, Cáilíochtaí náisiúnta agus idirnáisiúnta a bhrunne ar na fálamóirí atá dar Herbert ag an Coláiste. I call upon Professor Diarmaitegartaí, President of Griffith College, to confer awards on the learners of this college presented by the college for that purpose.
May I first explain to you the significance of this moment in the ceremony. You may notice that I have referred to in my previous address as graduands, and that is the Latin gerund referring to those in course of graduation. From the moment of conferring, you become graduates. That's not to say you haven't already earned that accolade well in relation to the study you've undertaken and the assessments that you have passed. But it is the moment of actual conferring, okay, that your achievements are recognized and that the qualification is actually, and the degree is actually conferred on you, be it master's, be it bachelor's. I'm going to effectively confer, first of all, the degrees on you in the Irish language, because we are in Ireland. And for those of you who don't have Irish as a mother tongue, I will repeat the conferring in English. Harcean Coláiste Griffith, agus Corla Diawi Calicta agus Calicti Erin. Brunum Calicti, a Fialimori and Coláiste, atá Ilohar agus nachhfuil Ilohar. A Vin Gaidan amach, Ilekna Calicti, agus Iram Gegurter na Fialimori Fimavroid. On behalf of Griffith College and Quality and Qualifications Ireland, I hereby confer the awards on the learners of the college, both here and in absentia, who have achieved the standards determined for those awards, and I ask that those learners be presented to me.
Iramanish Finbar Sheehy, Stjórthóir Acadúil in Pharma, Lauert Leonard Céimethe. I invite Finbar Sheehy, Director of Academic Programs with the Unipharma Group, to address the graduates.
President, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduates, friends. You're all very welcome here this evening, and I'm delighted to be here and allow you to have this opportunity to celebrate the graduation. The collaboration between Unipharma and Griffith started in 2014, primarily to provide a combination of technical, business and transversal skills and competencies to work in the life science sector. This evening we're delighted to welcome 2021 and 2020 graduates, and also delighted to give you an opportunity to experience an in-college graduation and possibly an opportunity to meet some of your classmates for the very first time. We're celebrating graduations from the Level 7 and the Level 8 BA in Pharmaceutical Business Operations, the Level 9 Postgraduate Diploma in Medical Device Technology and Business, and as well as graduates from the July Stimulus Programme. The July Stimulus Programme was a government-funded programme that was designed and implemented in a very, very short period of time to provide specific skills in niche areas of technology and management. Within the faculty, we developed a range of programmes in the areas of clinical research coordination, medical device regulation, medical device measurement, technical leadership, strategic management, change management, and specifically for the biopharmaceutical and medical device industries. The structure of those programs provided learners with very specific skills, relevant and appropriate skills, in a blended format that could be incorporated into a very busy lifestyle. but also provided a career progression path to those who wish to pursue a further overall award. In fact, many of the current graduates have already decided to pursue further awards. Many of you are currently working today in the life science industry and have been working tirelessly for the last 15 to 18 months in roles across the entire medical device and pharmaceutical supply chains, particularly in the areas of research and development, technology transfer, manufacturing, clinical research, sourcing, production, distribution, quality, regulatory affairs, medical roles, healthcare roles, and many other roles, all in the fight against COVID-19. Your contribution has been significant and has been greatly appreciated. We do live in a time where the disruption of COVID-19 has accelerated the digital transformation of business and work. This transformation has also highlighted the need for lifelong learning and the development of a new set of skills to navigate that disruption. You managed to do all of this while studying under very challenging times, in class but mostly online, across geographical, experiential, cultural and virtual boundaries. You also did it whilst managing your jobs, contributing at home, managing illness or other personal or family challenges. I want to congratulate each and every one of you on your success. It was a pleasure and it was an honour to work with all of you. And we wish you every success in the future and want to offer any support and any assistance we can. Best of luck with everything and thank you.
Iramanish Sandra Mooney, Stjórhor Clár, Irahuri Herbert. I call upon Sandra Mooney, Programme Director, to present candidates from the Inner Farmer Griffith College undergraduate programmes.
Thank you. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programmes in the Pharmaceutical Science Faculty and who are worthy of Griffith and QQI awards in Clinical Research Coordination for the Life Science Sector, or Bachelor of Arts in Pharmaceutical Business Operations and Bachelor of Arts Honours in Pharmaceutical Business Operations. Congratulations to you all. Deirdre Byrne. Aisling Farrell. Ruth Pereira. Ivano Zacco. And for our Bachelor of Arts in Pharmaceutical Business Operations, Marilena Bulcana. Jason Burke. Kieran Cashin. Congratulations. Tracy Cody. Owen Cronin. Laura Crowley. Brian Curtis. Samuel Dillon. Kieran Farrell. Derek Fitzpatrick. Malgorzata Gallus. Brendan Guilfoyle. Emma Halligan. Wanda Hammond. Mohammed Isaac. Lucas Lubach. Anya Lynch. Keelan Moran. Owen Nolan. Stephen Nolan. Vincent O'Loughlin. Kate O'Mahony. Christopher Sattel. Michael Scully. Tomas Soak. Fiona Darcy. Stephen Patrick Dowling. And we welcome some of our 2020 graduates also. David Cregan. Conry Van Zyl.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. You've more than, sorry. Sorry.
I'm back. Okay, so we now have our graduates from the Bachelor of Arts Honours in Pharmaceutical Business Operations. Magella Birmingham. Luke Bradley. Katie Derham. Patricia Grimes. Diana Hinku. Brian Holland. We're in Kitteringham. Michael Malloy. Aoife Moran. Martin O'Connor. Shane O'Neill. John Power. Kathy Pryor. Emer Rooney, Serena Chauvelin, Natalia Sile, Hilary Tobin, and again we welcome back some of our 2020 graduates from this program. Patricia Sielse, Declan Gantley, and Eamon Walsh.
Anish Iram Finbar Shihi Stjorhor Akadul in a Pharma, Irahori a Herbert. I call upon Finbar Shihi, Director of Academic Programmes with the Inner Farmer Group, to present candidates from the Inner Farmer Griffith College postgraduate programmes.
Again, I have great pleasure in presenting the postgraduate in medical device technology and business. Again, want to congratulate everybody, and it was an honour to have you on board, and you are all great ambassadors for the programme. President, I present you with the following candidates who have successfully completed the programmes in the pharmaceutical faculty and worthy of their QQI awards. The postgraduate diploma in medical device technology and business, Emma Byrne. Anjala Choware. Charlene Chiro. Ivana Kurik. Lenka Fujakoba. Christian Gethings Behinke. Thank you. Thank you. Marcin Janskowski. Tony Keeney. Grace Kelly. Richard Kennedy. Amy McGurk. Kathy O'Connell. Shauna O'Reilly. Monica Adriana Silvia Duran. Razvan Sulia. Malgrazia Spaniłaska. Oisin Branach. Mark Murphy. And from our 2020 cohort, Michael Birain.
And as we conclude our conferring of awards for our graduates here today present and those online, I'd like to invite everyone to give a special round of applause to all our graduates. anna has ag an gláiste dúisina bhrantha or is siúd a dairiglo bar fiaust bhaint amach in a quid lane. The college now has the pleasure of announcing a number of prizes which are awarded to graduates who've achieved excellence in their studies. I call upon Professor Dermot Hegarty to present these prizes to the candidates as I call them up. The first prize is awarded in respect of the Bachelor of Arts in Pharmaceutical Business Operations. The best academic achievement on the Bachelor of Arts in Pharmaceutical Business Operations is awarded to Tracy Cody. The following prize is awarded in respect of the BA Honours in Pharmaceutical Business Operations. The best academic achievement on the BA Honours in Pharmaceutical Business Operations is awarded to Michael Malloy. And the final prize is awarded in respect of the Postgraduate Diploma in Science in Medical Device Technology and Business. The best academic achievement on the Postgraduate Diploma in Science in Medical Device Technology and Business is awarded to Richard Kennedy. Well done. Ian Erica, Agwina Uisle, Coram Creek leis an Charmana Shaw, Con Dávachtaní of Runna, Aulamori and Colashta. Beram Buicas live Galair. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the ceremony for the purpose of conferring awards on the graduates of the college. My best wishes and thanks to you all. While the graduates are here with us, I'd like to take this opportunity to briefly mention the Griffith College Alumni Network. With over 40,000 graduates living in Ireland, Europe, and in over 104 countries worldwide, the network is an excellent way to stay in touch with classmates, fellow graduates, and the college. The network is also proven to be a valuable resource for recent graduates seeking or changing employment. As we move towards the college's 50th anniversary, we're also delighted to see graduates from earlier years using the network to recruit Griffith graduates to meet their own organisation's development needs. Details about the network are on griffithalumninetwork.com and on the college's website. Finally, we would like to thank all of the graduates and their guests for their attendance on campus today and online. For those attending on campus today, we regret that we're not in a position on this occasion to invite everyone to mingle afterwards with us and celebrate together indoors over drinks and refreshments as we had hoped and planned. We recognise that health and safety must remain our first priority, and thank you for your support and compliance under these continuing particular circumstances. For now, for our graduates, we wish you every joy and happiness in celebrating your success with your close friends for the rest of the evening and in the days and weeks ahead. As a token, we've small boxes of chocolates for everyone as you leave the auditorium. In the future, and hopefully very near future, we look forward to meeting you again on campus without restrictions as you continue to develop your successful careers. In the meantime, please stay safe and well. Please stand for the academic procession.